Hello children, welcome back to English class, Upper Public School Kalburgi, grade 5. Already we have completed with unit 2. Now, even I think you wrote the notes. I have sent it in PDF. Unit 2, it was the little boy who cried. Now today we are going to start with unit 3, the bird's eye. Bird means we know, bird, eye. Right? It is one of the sense organ, right? Eyes, eye. So what in this story it is there about? Nowadays you are in the home. I think you are watching serial like Mahabharat, Ramayana, right children? In Mahabharat, the Pandavas were the 5 sons of Pandu and the Kauravas were the 100 sons of Dhritarashtra. The Kauravas and Pandavas were cousins. Cousins means their fathers are brothers, right? So the children are like cousins who later fought the great battle of Kurukshetra. Means Kurukshetra battle means war. Can you name 5 Pandavas and the 2 older Kauravas? In this story, the Pandavas and Kauravas they are practicing the sport of archery. Archery means using bow and arrow. It is like weapon, right? Do you know what archery is? It is already I said you bow and arrow. Now let me summarize once. This Mahabharat story is like years together old ones, and it was written by Vaishyas, or I can say Veda Vaishyas. In Pandavas, I can name it like first son Dhritarashtra, Bhima, and Arjuna, Nakul, and Sahadev. Let me give the homework for you children. You can go with just Kauravas children. At least you can write any 2. 100 sons were there, plus including one sister, it becomes 101. At least you ask your grandparents or the parents, any of you are watching daily, I think Mahabharata serial, like it is ancient or history, means previous days, Ityasa, or we can even say that mythology, right children? So in this, Mahabharata is very big story. We all know that, even it is been displayed in the serial or in the TV also. And you people sat in the home, you are watching, I think so, that serial, you have a lot of ideas about Mahabharata. Especially here they gave Mahabharata. It's very big story. Here they gave one sweet and short story or the part from that Mahabharata. I said you already, I read it just like a topic or the main thing. It is in this story what they gave. It is like when the princess, like small, when the children were very small, king's sons. In those days, now how you people are going to school and learning like Hindi, Kannada, social, drawing, mathematics. In those days also, like weapons, how to use it, or how to do the war or the battle, how to use them. They used to teach the lessons, or the classes used to be handled by the guru or the archery. In those days, teacher is known as archery or guru, and it is like Sanskrit. Nowadays, you people are going to English medium school, and we people are using like ma'am, teacher, and all. In those days, they used to say archery or guru or acharya, right? It is there. So in this, one short and sweet story or the incident happened, they have given in your book, and it is like when they are small, the parents like Pandavas and Kauravas children, they have sent to a guru. His name is Dronacharya, and he taught them how to use bow and arrow, right? And in that classes, he explained how to use, how to deal, how to hold it. He explained it. At the last moment, when we complete the lessons, even you will be getting tests, surprise tests, some questions will be asked, right? Here, same thing, Guru Dronacharya, what he has done, one day he kept like a small test for children, those princes. For Pandava's princess and Kaurava's princess, both together. What was the test? They have to use bow and arrow and they have to hit to the wooden bird which was kept on the branches of the tree. Yes, so many viewers were there, right? Visitors also came, some parents, everyone was standing. And what happened? They made all the princes to stand one by one, right? Those times they used to maintain social distance also, children. They were aware of that one lot, right? So in that way, the Dronacharya to conducted the classes, he explained how to deal, how to hold it, how to shoot, how to use the bow and arrow. Then he called one by one and he made to stand in a line. One by one, means one after another. Then they stood. First, what happened here? He called to first. First of all, he made them to stand and he said that, see children, this is the tree. These are the branches of the tree. Here I kept one wooden bird. You can see the eye also, right? So you have to hit to the eye of that bird. He gives all this. Then he called one by one. Before that, what he done, I'm going to examine you, he said. He didn't explain all this. Just he said one bird is there. You have to hit it. Right? First, what happened? They stood in one by one. Then, first he calls to the Dhritarashtra. He says, come and stand. When you go for any running race competition, a mark will be there, right children? A line will be there. Same like that, he has drawn a line. You have to stand there and you have to hit to that. Then, okay, Dhritarashtra came. And first what he asked, what you can see? Then he says, I can see it. Then what he can see means he says that I can see the tree or I can see the visitors, those who are standing. Then Dronacharya says you can move from here and you can go and stand in a place. Then comes next Bhima. Dhritarashtra was who? He was Pandava's son. Next Bhima. Bhimsena was also Pandava's son. Even he comes and visitors were weaving this one all, right? He calls and asks, Bhima, can you see the visitors on either side? Yes, sir, I can see them all, though not very clearly. Bhima, go back. You can't shoot the bird. What happened? First, Dhritarashtra came. Even he asked Dhritarashtra, can you see me? Yes, teacher, I can see you clearly. Dhritarashtra put down the bow and go back. You can't hit the bird. Who said this? Dronacharya said to Dhritarashtra. Then he went. He went and stood again in the place. Next turn was Bhima's, that is Bhimsen's. Then even he asked the same. He said, I can see it. Then he says, better you go and stand in your place. You can move. Then Bhima got puzzled. Puzzled means confused. Why he is saying that? I said that I can see. Those who are standing there, he says, I can see it very clearly. Why this man, why my guru is sending back? He couldn't understand. He got confused. Next, what happens? Duryodhana. Duryodhana, who is he? I said you already asked your parents. At least 2-3 elder brothers, you can notate Kaurava princess or the son. Duryodhana was the Kaurava's son. Then he came forward and he took the bow and arrow. He stood near to the or correct exact to the mark of the line. Then what happened? So even he couldn't do that. Even he asked the same thing. Even he couldn't give the exact proper what Dronacharya wanted the answer. He couldn't give. Then here like this one by one everyone was coming and going, but it was not satisfied for Dronacharya at all. Then one by because so many were there, Pandava's 5 sons were there, even Kaurava's 100 sons were there, right children? So one by one he called it. It was not satisfied for the Guru. Whatever he taught him, what he was asking him, the answer was not in a proper way. What he asked, what you can see means one said that I can see the visitor. When he asked, right, he said, you can see the tree? Yes. When he asked, you can see me? He said, yes. But what is the aim? What must be shooted or should they couldn't come to know at all. Then comes Arjuna's turn, right? Arjuna came. Arjuna, are you ready to shoot? Yes, sir, I am ready. Do you see me? No, sir, because he was standing in front of the tree by seeing the bird. Back of the him, Dronacharya was standing. Who is Dronacharya here? Guru of, right? But he says, I can't see it. Then what happens? Do you see the tree and the branches on which the bird is placed? No, sir. Even he says, I can't see anything there. I can't, nor visitors, nor the tree, nor the leaves, nor the branches, right? No, sir. Do you see the bird? Do you see the bird? He asked. No, sir. Arjuna, what do you see? Again, one more question was asked. What he will say? I see the bird of eye of the bird which has to be shot, right? Good, Arjuna, shoot it. Now, what happened here? Arjuna gave the correct answer till he could, when before whatever like Bhimsen gave. Again, so many children, princes were there. They all gave one answer, but it was not satisfied to the Dronacharya. And because what was his aim? To hit the eye of the bird, right, children? But whatever the question he was asking, they used to say, I can see you also, I can see the visitors also, I can see the birds, right? Everyone can see it. But what was the aim here? To hit the eye of the bird. Then what happened? Arjuna, you are right, you can hit the bird. Arjuna pulled the string of the bow taut until it touched his ear and shot. The arrow flew forward in a straight line without wavering. Wavering means when Arjuna took the bow and arrow, when he pulled it, because it will be having with the string, when he pulled it will be like stretchable, it moves, right, children? I think you have played with bow and arrow. If you have not played it also, you can do it in the home, or you can, if you have, you can use it. So when he pulls that, it directly comes and hit to the eye of the bird without wavering, means without moving here and there, without shaking, straight it went directly and hit to the bird eye. So in this way, previous days, when they were running any school, the particular child was interested in particular thing, not like nowadays. Previous days it was not like whatever he was interested, he used to do that work itself. That means here Arjuna was interested in archery, that is bow and arrow. Without shaking, straight towards the bird eye it went. This, what do you mean by this? What do you come to know, children? This means concentration, interest, aim, right? Ambition, whatever is there, it should be applied. If you work hard, if you look after a particular thing, what you want to do, then you can success, right? So this is what about the story. This is a short and sweet story which they have given from the Mahabharata, right, children? Now I said you, Pandavas children 5 are there, Kauravas 101 were there, but 100 were the sons. For particular child has a particular interest, right? Concentration. So some will be very good in drawing, some others will be in music, some other will be singing. But you have to continue that in your future. It's not like that I have to read. No, you have to read also, but at the same time, you have to go with your interest. By this, you'll come to know that concentration is more important. See, so many princes were there. Everyone gave different answers, but Arjuna gave exact right answer. Dronacharya was satisfied with that answer. So that only he gave the chance to hit to the eye of the bird, or shot the bird, or you can use the arrow to that. So when he pulled the arrow, right, when the bow will be having with the string, when he took with the arrow or hit to the bird, straight away the arrow came here. But that means he has practiced lot without any wavering, without any moving from here to there. Straight away it came and hit to the eye of the bird. This, to examine this, he has conducted a test. Because of, by this he can come to know who has practiced lot and who has interest using bow and arrow. By this, Dronacharya came to know that Arjuna was the best archery, and he got one title also, he is the best archer in the world itself, right, children? So this is the one of the short and sweet story of Mahabharata. I explained it right now. I have summarized it. Now let me read line by line. This page number 40. Label the pictures with words from the box, right? First, you can see those pictures, page number 40, children. Cricket. Cricket is there, first one. Second one, golf. Third one, tennis. Yes, exactly right. Fourth one, what is that? Archery. Already they have shown in the picture bow and arrow. Who was the best archery? Arjuna was the best archery, right? But he couldn't wear here like get up like Arjuna, but he's holding bow and arrow. Those days, how was their dress up? And you can see in the picture also, children, even when they are standing, they have maintained the social distance, how well disciplined and well manners. And sixth one is hockey. I think C bit you can do it. B and C together. Now let me read line by line. In Mahabharata, I said you it is like mythological story or Ityasa, history, everything. Like it is like 1,000 years back. I think around 7,000 years back. I think so, or at the most 5-6,000. Exactly. Ramayana is like 7,000 years back. Mahabharata is around 5,000 years back. In Mahabharata, the Pandavas were the 5 sons of Pandu, and the Kauravas were the 100 sons of Dhritarashtra. The Kauravas and Pandavas were cousins who later fought the great battle of Kurukshetra. Can you name the 5 Pandavas and the 2 elder Kauravas? This is the homework for you. Think it as homework. Already I informed you 5 Pandavas. Who are those? Yudhishthira, very good. Bhim, Arjun, Nakul and Sahadev. Right, children? Now you can say same thing. At least 3 sons or the princes. You can write it for Kauravas. You ask your grandparents and try to do it. So, in this story, the Pandavas and Kauravas were young. Young means very small. I said you like they were like age of going to school. In those days, the school is called as like Gurukul, right, children? Gurukul. There they used to learn the practice of weapons. Now, for example, here they give only archery. Do you know what archery is? Archery means using bow and arrow. Battle means what, children? War. When I'll be explaining words or the new words, I'm going to write the meaning on that. Just I'll be reading it. Keep the textbook in front of you and hold the pencil, and you can keep pencil on that line. Long ago, when the Pandavas and the Kauravas were young boys, means they were very small, like your age. They learned archery from Guru Dronacharya. Already I said you, Guru means nowadays we are calling like teachers, sirs, etc. Those days we used to say, this is the Sanskrit word I said you, beginning itself, Guru. Guru Dronacharya. One day, the Acharya arranged a shooting demonstration. Demonstration is like exam, test, to check it. As a test of his disciples. Disciples means students or the children. Other for here we can say princes to whom he taught it. Skills. Parents and visitors all gathered to see how the princes were learning the skill. How they were learning, what he taught. These many days, it was like school. They were in the class, Gurukul. Nobody used to come and see or visit them. Now it was the chance to look or see the incident. Who can hit very well. What they have learned these many days. What Guru Dronacharya taught them. To see this one, everyone has crowded there or gathered. I wonder means excited, what the test will be. I hope it will begin soon. Then, listen, princess. On the left branch of the tree, you can see a wooden bird. Means it was like artificial, not natural. Natural can't happen. When you come, just if you speak, if you do sound also, it will fly away. Right, children? You can observe in your compound also, right? In your house or wherever, if you are going somewhere on the roadside, if little sound you get, they can hear it, means if they heard it, means they'll fly away. Same. So because of that, he kept one wooden bird so that it can fix there only. So what he says, listen princess, on the left branch of that tree, you can see a wooden bird. You have to stand on this line in front of you and shoot the eye of the bird with this bow and arrow. Are you ready? He has kept one bow and arrow. How many people will be giving you in exam question paper, answer sheet, right children? Only will be getting the pen, pencil, eraser, etc. Right? In few exams they won't allow even that also. They will only provide. So same thing he has done here. He has provided himself bow and arrow. Yes, Guruji, we are ready. All the disciples, all the students, all the princes, they will give the answer to him. Yes, Guruji, we are ready. Good. Dhritarashtra, you step forward first. Okay, child, you came. Okay, prince, you came first. You be first only. Dhritarashtra stood on the line, took up the bow and arrow and aimed. Aimed means pointing towards to hit the bird. Pointing of a weapon we can say, or using the bow and arrow also we can say. Then what happened? Sir, may I shoot? He will take the permission. Then what he will say? Before that he want to scrutinize. Scrutinize means he want to ask few questions. He want to examine him. How much he is concentrating on that one. What he will ask first? The Acharya scrutinized. Scrutinize means examine or looking after him. What he will give the answer. So what he said? The Acharya scrutinized the position in which Dhritarashtra was standing, holding the bow. Dhritarashtra, can you see me? Yes, teacher, I can see you clearly. Then he asked, first he has to examine now before he allows or gives the permission to shoot to this bird. Or the bird, I. He will ask him. Then what he says? Yes, teacher. Then first he will ask Dhritarashtra, can you see me? Because he was standing in front of him only. Yes, teacher, I can see you very clearly. Obviously, now when we are standing in front of you or you are standing in front of me, what we can see is we'll say whatever these things are there, not only you and me. If you are sitting somewhere, whatever we ask, we will be saying, I can see this, that. Same thing here, it happened. What he says? Yes, teacher, I can see you clearly. Dhritarashtra, put down the bow and go back. You can't hit the bird. Why? He was not satisfied with the particular answer or the whatever the answer given from the prince Dhritarashtra. Then what happened? He went back. Next turn was, then it was Bhim, right? Turn. He came forward, lifted up the bow and took aim. Even he took bow and arrow, which Dhritarashtra kept and went. He took that bow and arrow. He was ready to hit the board in a same position where he gave a line or a mark to stand there. Beam. Can you see the visitors on either side? Because something, if it is going on, even you will see in our ground now, when you people will be doing some competitions or the sport, everywhere around you, crowd will be there, your friends will be standing, classmates will be there, etc. Right? So same thing here happened. Beam, can you see the visitor on either side? Yes, sir. I can see them all, though not very clearly. I am saying it, but it's not clearly because crowd will be there. He can't observe each and every man. He can see those who are standing front. Yes, I can see it, but it's not clearly. Beam, go back. You can't shoot the bird because when he is concentrating that side, it's not possible. He couldn't say like that. Okay, it's not possible. You can go and stand again back. You can go to your place. Bhimsen was puzzled. Puzzled means confused. No need to write, children. Just listen by keeping finger on that line. Later, I'll be writing again new words with meaning. That time you can write it with pencil in your reader itself directly. Now just listen it. Bhimsen was puzzled. Puzzled means confused. Already I gave the answer, but why my guru is sending me back? I couldn't understand only. First of all, he sent to Dhritarashtra also, then to me also. What is this? He couldn't understand, but he can't give any back answer also. No, he is very strict man. Bhimsen was puzzled, but he put down his bow and no other way. He has to do that. He said to keep there and move. Bhimsen was puzzled, but he put down his bow and arrow and returned to his place. Return means back to his place where he was standing, right? He went there only, but he couldn't speak anything. Next, Duryodhana. Duryodhana was Kaurava's prince, right? First two were Pandavas. Next, he was Kauravas. Came forward and took up the bow. He aimed at the bird and then turned towards the Acharya. When he holded the bow and arrow and he was standing in front of the tree, and even Dronacharya was also there, Guru Dronacharya. He has to take the permission before he shoot, right? Acharya, may I shoot? He himself will ask. Then, no, it will be a waste of time. Go back to your place. Then he says, don't want child, don't want prince, please move to your place. It's not, it's the waste of time. Better you can go and stand in the place. Then one by one, all the princes came forward and prepared to shoot. Like this, one by one, they were coming and moving, but he was not satisfied, so that he was sending back to the place. Here they informed only 3, 4. So many they were there princes. They used to come, they used to stand, they used to hold. Even Dronacharya used to ask the questions. The answer was not satisfied. It couldn't reach to the mark or the level what he planned, what he thought, what he was having expectations. That was not satisfied from this princess. So he was sending one by one back to the place. One by one. All the princes came forward and prepared to shoot. The Acharya would ask them a question, listen to the answer and send them back. Everyone used to come, stand, they used to hold it, they used to take the permission, but he used to say, stop it by asking the question. It was not satisfied, so he was sending one by one back to the place. Everyone was surprised and shocked. What he is doing? We can't speak to him. Even we can't ask him why you are sending. Even they can't do back answers. Then they kept quiet. The Acharya is very strict, so that only they were very, this one means they were very quiet and calm. He is not satisfied. Satisfied means happy, or the what he thought, what he was having in his mind, it was not fulfilled from this princess. With anyone, will even a single student be able to please? Means make him happy. These visitors were speaking. Everyone, they are coming, they are holding, he is sending back. He is very strict person. When he is going to get satisfied, I don't know who is that man, who is that child going to fulfill his answers or to reach to the mark or the level. The visitors were speaking, they were discussing in that ground itself, right? Then what happens? At last, it was Arjuna's turn to aim. Aim means to hit or shoot the bird by using bow and arrow. He came forward, stood at the line and fixed the arrow to the bow. Arjuna, are you ready to shoot? Who will ask? Dronacharya will ask. Then what he says? Yes, sir, I am ready. Do you see me? He was standing back, like side only. He asked. Then, no, sir, I can't see you. Then, do you see the tree and the branches on which the bird is placed? He asked. Then what he says? No, sir. Do you see the bird? No, sir. He asked whether you can see the tree and the branches. He says no. Then whether you can see the bird? He says even for that also no. For everything he was giving no, sir. But previous those princes, for everything they gave yes, right? This is the difference between those princes and even this prince Arjuna. Do you see the bird? No, sir. Arjuna, what do you see then? Whatever I am asking, you are saying no only. You can see the visitors no, tree no, branches no, leaves no, bird also no. Then what you can see? Arjuna, what do you see? Okay, everything you are saying no. But what is the answer? Now I want answer from you before you are going to shoot it. Before I give the permission for you, I want this answer. What was the question? Arjuna, do you see me? Arjuna, what do you see then? When I ask, do you see me? No. When do you see the bird? No. Do you see the tree? No. Do you see the leaves, etc.? No. For everything he said no. Then Arjuna, what do you see? Dronacharya asked, what do you see? Then you say me. Then only I give the permission to shoot you. I see the eye of the bird which has to be shot. What he said? I can see the bird of the eye to which you said to shoot it or shot it. Then he says, good Arjuna, now I give the permission to shoot the eye of the bird. Then Arjuna pulled. Arjuna is Pandava's prince, right children? Yes. Arjuna pulled the string. String, I think now you saw the bow and arrow, it will be having string. So that only it is comfortable to pull. So it goes for long distance arrow. Or else it can't. Arjuna pulled the string. String means like spring it will be. Of the bow out until it touched his ear and shot. The arrow flew forward in a straight line without wavering. Wavering means without shaking, means he was that much perfect. It was like straight it went. If you are not practiced that much, it may fall here or it may move a little bit, moving shaking here to there, and it will fall. It can't hit to the bird. But the arrow flew forward in a straight line without wavering and hit the eye of the bird without shaking, straight towards the bird. By this, he came to conclusion that, who came to conclusion? Guru Dronacharya. It is very important to concentration, right? Concentration is also important. Interest is also, you must have, then only it is possible. Whichever you like it, you have to do with same thing. Which you like it, you have to go with concentration. It's showing hard work, interest, then only you can success. This was the difference from all the princes when you compare to Arjuna. So I hope I think children, you understood the lesson. Next class, I'll make you to underline the new words, and at a time I'm going to give the meaning also. That time you can use the pencil to write. Now what is the homework today you can do is, you have to ask, or you can search from here and there and try to write Kaurava's children, at least 2 to 3 princess name. Now let me complete today's session. Thank you children. Have a great day.